The game was released on the 29th of November 2016 and has a rating of 8.2 out of 10 on IGN. However, not everyone felt the same about the game. Others said it was disappointing and all around dull compared to other Final Fantasy games or what was shown during development. However, one obscure fact about this game is that it wasn't meant to be Final Fantasy 15 at all. The development started under the name Final Fantasy Versus 13. Tatsuya Nomura, who came up with the original concept and was the character designer for the game, stated, "It was suggested to us to shift to Final Fantasy 15 as a part of the company's direction, meaning that Square Enix felt that this had potential to be a main numbered title in the series, so it was just called Final Fantasy 15. The game follows protagonist Prince Noctis Lucis Caelum and friends Prompto, Ignis and Gladiolus from trying to get to Noctis' royal wedding to fighting against the evil empire with a bunch of allies at his side." Now, that's where I'll leave the story, as I don't want to spoil anything. So then let's talk about the characters. Noctis is the prince of the kingdom of Lucis, and with him are his friends, the overexcitable Prompto Argentum, the smart and cautious Ignis Sienta, and the strong and stoic Gladius Ultimacia. Each of these characters accompany the prince to help him with his quest and have really over-the-top but cool names. Now the gameplay. Compared to other Final Fantasy games, the combat isn't very deep or especially difficult compared to many other games of the series. The game is more akin to a hack and slash with lots of action-packed action. Past games seem to change from turn-based to more action-based throughout the series. You mainly play as Noctis, but there are opportunities in the game to play as his friends. Noctis' gameplay boils down to using one of the 4 weapons equipped on Noctis to attack your foes, while also using buddy attacks to do your useful attack using the help of one of your friends. You can also charge up a very powerful temporary state called Amringer, which uses many weapons at one time to do massive damage to your foes. That's mostly it for Noctis, but let's talk about his friends and what they control like. First we have Prompto, who uses guns to dispatch his foes, and turns the game into more of a third-person shooter, and is easily the most different from the other playstyles. Now is Ignis, who uses twin daggers. Now this is mostly the same as Noctis, other than 2 things. First of all, you can choose which element out of 4 to use with each enemy. Each enemy has different weaknesses, and the total clarity gauge, which is a gauge that the player charges up, allows them to unleash a powerful attack which depends on what element you are currently using. And finally, we have Gladiolus, who is mostly the same as Noctis and uses a greatsword and has a gameplay system where the more often you do damage, the more damage output is boosted. Now, onto the open world, which is used to bring the setting to life. In it you can explore, find items, and with a lot of people to meet and side quests to do. I really like the open world as it looks amazing, and it also makes you more immersed in the experience, and gives you stuff to do in between the story. Most of the game is spent here with a few exceptions in which you visit a number of story-based locations. Oh, and one more thing. The game's music is amazing. It's an amazing orchestral score composed by Yoko Shinomura, and makes certain scenes of the game the most epic thing you've ever experienced. Now, I love Final Fantasy 15. In my opinion, it has amazing music, amazing characters, and is all wrapped around a very deep and engaging story. If you haven't checked out the game already, I urge you to do so. It is a great game, and I assure you that you will not regret playing it. Of course, there are a few things in the game I don't like, which I won't get into in this video, but if you would like to see more about Final Fantasy 15 or about some other games I quite enjoy or even dislike, please feel free to drop a subscribe. I would highly appreciate it. I know this video was a bit short, but I leave you now to look at some of the more great scenes and listen to more of the great music from Final Fantasy 15. Hopefully this video won't get taken down or the audio removed. If it does, I will leave this in the video so you can tell. But if luck is on my side, then please enjoy some of the music and some of the scenes from the game.